Hello guys, and welcome to a brand new video. Today we're taking a break from the Tardises to play WAC, which stands for Welton Sturm's Add-on Collection, and basically it's a flight simulator for Garry's mod, and I really like it, and I wanted to give you some tips and stuff to fly, because I think it links in quite well to the Tardises. You can attach them to the back of helicopters, and we're going to go over that today. Now, the reason I've chosen Big City, which isn't a very aircrafty map, it could just add some challenge, and if you use this map before and after this video, I think you'll see some big changes. So, firstly, to set this up, once you've subscribed to all the stuff you get, there's a huge range of planes that you can get. Yeah, a huge amount of these, and they're all free, and they're awesome. So, firstly, you need to go to Options, WAC, Aircraft. And we're going to change some controls here, which makes it a lot easier to fly. So if you set it up for keyboard, which is a lot easier, and what I think you want to change next is the your and your plus and your. Now I use mouse left and mouse right. This controls which direction the plane will be going, left or right, and A and D will roll it off course, and that makes it much simpler. Moving down, make sure. Well, I use arcade mode, which seems to make the flight a lot more simplistic and a lot more fun. If you just set it to arcade mode and nothing else, it's a lot more easy and exciting. So I think we should go ahead and start off in this Cessna 172, I think it is. So just climb in. There we go. Now pressing control will go outside, which is easy enough. Now pressing R will start your engine, as you can see. You can get out and actually see it spinning very fast, and I will be killed if I walk into it, so I'm not going to do that. Now, space and shift are your throttle, or mixture technically. Now, if you put space, you go further, more mixture of air and oxygen and the fuel. That will give you more thrust, and shift will decrease it, and R will stop your engine. Now, hopefully I picked the wrong place to start off with this flight. There we go. Now using my yaw, I'm able to actually steer it a little bit and get off into the air. Now I'm trying to keep the speed high so I don't stall. You can actually stall this, and I think that's really cool. Hopefully you're going to guide between these buildings. Oh, yeah, and roll back. So we're gaining quite a lot of height. Now the HUD is really useful. It tells you the speed, the throttle, and the altitude, and I think I would guess feet, probably, or meters. I'm not sure. You can't really see it on this plane. But we're already in air, and you can see it's a lot simpler than when you first play WAC and you've got no idea what you're doing. Next I'm going to show you a helicopter, but let's just enjoy a little flyby of this Cessna over GM Big City, which just shows you the scale of every building, which is one of my favourite things to see. We may even try and land it somewhere. There's not many runways here, unfortunately, so we'll have to improvise. So I'm going to land in a grassy field over there. Now you see, yawing it is very, very easy. That just makes flight. You can just turn basically a 90-degree left. Yeah, it's a lot different to the Tardis videos. Right, now we're going to press shift, and that will decrease our speed, but we want a little bit of speed just so we don't crash. And then once we can glide down, and I've crashed it slightly, but I didn't die. And whoa. That was not meant to happen. Never mind. But there we go. Those beeps aren't reassuring me that the planes are fine, but I am fine, and we landed. So, on to the helicopters. Now, helicopters used to be the hardest thing for me to fly ever. But with the help of the controls, which I'm going to just show you how to change a bit, will make it much more easy to fly. Now, the thing that helps you a lot is the hover. Now I'm going to set hover to H. Setting it to hover H makes it much simpler when we get up in the air, and I'll show you what I mean by that. So actually I use the one with guns so we can fire stuff. Never mind. Pressing R will start our helicopter flying, or rotors turning. Even this one turns, and yes, you do die when you walk into them, so I won't do that. It's quite comical when the blades fly off too. Anyway, let's get inside on the flight from inside this time, which is harder because you can't see fully around, so I don't know where buildings are. So, like before, pressing space will lift you up. Now what you want to do next is press H, or whatever key you chose. Now, what you'll find is you now go up vertically, because essentially autopilot is making you stay in a direction that's, well, up and aligned. But if I press H off and I put the more fuel in, you start drifting backwards, and then you can control that relatively easy. But it's a much simpler way to get up into the air. So I think we should. Also, yaw and everything is the same. So yeah, where shall I put the helicopter down? How about on that building over there? So I'm gonna disengage hover, or the automatic hover, and be very careful to just glide it down here. And obviously, putting it back will slow it right down. So it's very simple. What I want to do is actually turn off hover mode and roll that way, and press it quickly, and oh, we went a bit too far over there. There we go. Shift. Not too far off the ground now. There we go. And we've landed quite safely indeed. Just gliding across. Now, if you're really bad at flying, you may just want to just die. So you could do that if you want. Probably not good for the helicopter, to be honest. So there you go. This is how you fly WAC aircraft. Much easier, and you can get way more enjoyment out of flying planes in Garry's mod. It's the new Just Cause, sort of. I'm really liking this paraglider, or microlight, whatever it is. Trike, I don't know. So many names, such easier to control. Can we land it here? We have no choice. Well, I sort of need to work on my landings. Anyhow, thanks for watching this video, and see you in the next one. Goodbye.